My name is Margaret. I'm 91 years old, and I need to tell you something that took me 4 to 3 years to understand. Something that seems small, almost ridiculous even. But when I finally discovered the truth, I had to sit down on the floor because my legs simply gave out. For 43 years of my marriage, I slept on the wrong side of the bed. Not once, not by accident, almost every single night. And I never knew why, until I found a wooden box hidden in a drawer. The day I was cleaning out my dead husband's nightstand. What was inside that box changed the way I understood my entire life. Daniel and I met when I was 23. He wasn't the most handsome man in the room, but he had something most men didn't. A stillness about him, a quiet kind of strength that made you feel safe just being near him. He was an electrician. I worked at the local library. We weren't a love story from the movies. We were something better. We were real. He built our bed himself. Oak, heavy, solid, the kind of furniture that outlasts everything. The agreement was simple. Daniel slept on the right side, closer to the door. I slept on the left, closer to the window, except that's not what happened, because almost every night I would drift, slowly, unconsciously, crossing that invisible line in the middle of the mattress, and wake up on his side, his pillow under my head, my arm across his chest, my back pressed against his shoulder. Daniel never complained. He would just find me there in the dark and whisper, half asleep, "Margaret, you stole my side again." And I would laugh, slide back to my side like a guilty child, and think nothing of it. For years we turned it into a joke, for decades. But jokes sometimes are hiding something much bigger. It was around our 20th year of marriage, an ordinary Tuesday morning, or so I thought. I woke up on his side again, same as always, but Daniel wasn't asleep. He was lying there, eyes open, staring at the ceiling, not moving. I looked at him. Did I do it again? He turned to look at me, smiled, but the smile didn't reach his eyes. "Every night," he said. Something in his voice stopped me. Not sadness exactly, something quieter than that. Like a man sitting with a thought he's been carrying for a long time. I almost asked him what was wrong, but the kettle started boiling in the kitchen. The dog barked, life moved forward, and I let the moment pass. I would regret that for the rest of my life. 2 weeks later, I came home to find Daniel sitting at the kitchen table. There was an envelope in front of him, a medical logo in the corner. He looked up when I walked in, smiled, folded the letter, put it in his pocket. "Just some tests," he said, "nothing to worry about." But I noticed things after that. The way he paused at the top of the stairs, just for a second, hand on the railing, catching his breath. The way he sometimes rubbed the left side of his chest, absently, like it was an old habit. I asked him about it once, just once. "Daniel, are you sure you're all right?" He looked at me with those calm eyes and said, "Margaret, I am fine, stop worrying." So I stopped asking, but my body, it seems, did not stop worrying, not even in sleep, even in years past, the way years do when you're not looking. We had a good life, nothing spectacular, no grand adventures, no big fortunes. Sunday walks, the same wooden dining table for 35 years, coffee in the morning before either of us spoke. And every night, every single night, I would drift across that mattress, toward his side, toward the door. Daniel stopped waking me. He just let me come. Sometimes I would find his hand resting on my arm in the morning, like he had reached for me in the night and decided to let me stay. I thought it was sweet, a funny little quirk of our marriage. I had no idea at all. Daniel passed away when I was 86. Heart failure. Peaceful, the doctor told me. There's nothing peaceful about waking up in a house that used to hold 2 people and now holds only 1. The silence was physical. It pressed against my chest. It sat in his chair. It slept on his side of the bed. For months, I couldn't enter our bedroom. I slept on the couch, the living room, anywhere that wasn't that room, because walking in there meant seeing the bed, his pillow, the dent he had left in the mattress over 43 years, and knowing he would never fill it again. 6 months after the funeral, I made myself go back in. It was time. I knew it was time. I started with his nightstand. His glasses were still there, a small reading lamp, a stack of crossword puzzle books, half finished. I almost closed the drawer, but something made me reach further back, and my fingers found something cold, wooden, small. I pulled it out, a dark brown box, worn at the edges, the kind of box that has been opened many, many times. My hands were already shaking, and I hadn't even opened it yet. I don't know how long I sat there on the edge of the bed, holding it. Finally, I lifted the lid. Inside were folded papers, dozens of them, and on the first one I opened, I saw my name, Margaret, written in Daniel's handwriting, slow and careful, the way he wrote when something mattered. The letters were dated across many years, some months apart, some years, and in every single one, Daniel had written about the same thing, me, drifting across the bed in the night, always toward his side, always toward the door. He had been watching me do it for decades and writing it down in secret in this little wooden box. I read every letter. Some made me laugh, some made me cover my mouth with my hand, and then I found one that made me stop breathing. It was written about 15 years before he died. The paper slightly yellow, his handwriting a little shakier than usual. I almost couldn't read it. My eyes kept blurring, but I made myself read every word. The letter said, "Tonight, Margaret moved to my side again. She does it so naturally, she doesn't even wake herself up. I realized something tonight that made my chest tighten. When the doctors told me about my heart all those years ago, I never told her how scared I was. I didn't want to frighten her. I thought I was protecting her, but somehow she must have known. She always sleeps closer to the door now, closer to the hallway, closer to the phone, closer to help. Maybe she thinks that if something happens to me in the night, she'll be the first one to hear it. Maybe she thinks she can save me." I put the letter down, and I sat on that bed for a very long time, because suddenly 43 years rearranged themselves in my mind. All those nights I thought I was just drifting. I wasn't drifting at all. My body had known something my mind refused to accept. Daniel's heart was fragile, and every single night, without waking, without thinking, I had been placing myself between him and silence, closer to the door, closer to the phone, closer to the moment when I might need to run for help. For 43 years, and he had watched me do it every night and never said a word. Because to him, it wasn't a mistake. It was the most honest thing I ever said, without ever saying it at all. That evening, I finally made the bed properly. His side, my side, the way it was supposed to be. I turned off the light. I lay down on the left side, my side, the side closer to the window. I closed my eyes, and sometime in the night, I moved. I always do. When morning came, I was on his side of the bed, my face against his pillow, my hand resting on the space where he used to sleep. And for the first time in 43 years, I didn't laugh. I didn't apologize. I didn't slide back to my side. I just lay there close to the door, close to the place I had always gone without knowing why, until now. If you have someone sleeping beside you tonight, pay attention to where you end up in the morning. Your body might be saying something your words never could. If this story touched your heart, there are more waiting for you here. Every week, I sit down and share another piece of a life lived long enough to finally understand what matters. Stories about love, about loss, about the small things we only recognize when it's almost too late. If that sounds like something you need, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.